Welcome back. All right, so yeah, I'm going to bed right after this live. I got a little overexcited last night and pulled an all-nighter, and then I got past my nap time during the day, so I just stayed up because why not? But that's no excuse. So luckily, I'm having a cup of coffee because that'll put me right to sleep. I've decided I'm not going to be drinking coffee in the morning anymore because it just makes me sleepy. I don't know. It's weird. All right. Travis Lofke here with the Human Upgrade Project. And to kick it off, as always, before we get into the actual content, tonight, we're going to go through the pre-show game, pre-game show, whatever it's called. Random². Bizarre, weird, odd national holidays. I found a site that listed a whole bunch of them, so I'm just going to ramble through them really quick. And you can do with them what you may. There's one in here that I think is a repeat of another time, so I don't understand. I don't know. Here they are. Tomorrow, August 12th. Bizarre, random national holidays. Baseball Fans Day. So if you're a baseball fan, yay for you. IBM PC Day. Apparently, I think this was like the first day IBM PC was, I don't know, turned on or some weird thing. Then we've got International Youth Day. So that's good. National Julliene Fries Day. Julliene fries are always awesome, right? Bunch of ketchup. I don't eat fries very often because they always serve fries with meat. And I don't eat meat and potatoes together. Just never have. I can get into details of why in another episode, but in this episode, we're just not going to get into that. Continuing on, National Middle Child Day. If you're a middle child, today or tomorrow, August 12th, is your day. So live it up. National Sewing Machine Day. That one is the one I think that is a repeat, but I don't recall specifically. I'm not going to go back and look because it's not really that important. Truck Drivers Day, Victory Day, which is also VJ Day. It's when Japan surrendered to the U.S. in World War II. They met their match, right? Don't pick on us. Vinyl Record Day and World Elephant Day. So if you got an elephant, be good to it. That said, we are right on track, like always. Just over 3 minutes. Let's do this thing. Tonight's going to be a little shorter than normal, I think. Travis Lofke here with the Human Upgrade Project, where we dissect and deconstruct what it takes to be extraordinary and remarkable. Because haven't you ever wondered how some people can be so extraordinary and so remarkable, mentally, physically, and spiritually, and in so many other ways, when they don't seem to be that remarkable, or then maybe they do seem to be that remarkable. It's one of those things that's been in my head my entire life. And I have researched and on throughout the years to become who I am and become as remarkable and extraordinary as possible. And I'm still learning, and that's the point of all of this, so we can learn together. Tonight's episode is titled, What Do Extraordinary Remarkable People Do Daily? The reason I titled it that, and the reason that I thought of this, is because I've been providing what I think is some useful content for all of you. 2 or 3. And I realized that I'm going to break this down a little bit more. I'm going to break it down even a little bit more than what I've been breaking it down. And over the next, few days or week, I'm going to go through and show you examples of specific people. Morning routines, daily routines, nighttime routines, things that they do on a daily basis consistently to become more remarkable or stay remarkable or extraordinary. Because people always talk about these routines, right? The interesting thing about routines is I saw an ad. I love ads. I love ads. I just love the psychology behind all of them and how some are really awesome and some are really awful and why. But I found this one ad popped up and there was this dude. I've never seen him before. Don't know who he is. Really unrememberable. Is that a word? Unremarked? I don't know. Never seen him before. I didn't really care. But he said he had an interesting perspective on routines, on morning routines, and on setting up a morning routine and things like that. And his thought, I should see if I can find that guy again, just to see who he is. Anyways, the premise behind what he was talking about was, this guy creates morning routines, but he's like, you know what? In 3 months, I might not be doing this routine because I might not need it anymore, or it might be something that is outlived its usefulness. And that, as we will see, is one of the things that I believe people make the mistake on when setting up a routine is, and I've done this, that's why I know. 99% of everything that I tell you either to do or not to do is because I've made the mistakes several times for many of them. But what he was saying was, and what happens is, let me step back. What happens is a lot of times people will set routines up and follow them to the T, which is great, follow them religiously, but they don't adjust when necessary. And that's what these extraordinary, remarkable people will do when needed. They don't follow something blindly. It's like following I don't want to get into politics, but it's like following a political party just because you're that political party. The guy on your side could be a complete douchebag or whatever, but I'm that, so I'm going to be that. You do that. Have fun with that. So let me have a drink of this. So that's what we're going to look at. We're going to look at morning routines, daytime routines, and nighttime routines, how they affect different aspects of life, sleep, mindset, and all of that, so that we can incorporate not exactly what they do necessarily, but a version of that, or exactly the same thing. It's what is ideal for your scenario in your life. That's how it works. You can't do exactly what other people do. You can model it. If you do exactly what other people, I tell people this a lot, don't do exactly what I do because you will lose your mind and probably be put in a loony bin. I've avoided that my entire life so far. The loony bin part. So we're going to look into that closely. I totally agree with what that guy was saying. You know what? My morning routine specifically changes a lot and is flexible. There are some certain aspects to it that I don't deviate from because I know they work well. I have different versions. Here's another thing, and this I have not seen anybody do this. I don't think I've seen anybody recommend this, and I personally love the flexibility aspect of routines. When you create a routine, you need to create not necessarily a backup plan. I don't like plan B. I think that's a stupid, I don't know. I think that's a dumb idea. If you have a plan B, then you might as well not even have a plan A, because then you've got this thing in the back of your head. Well, I don't have to try that hard because I've got a plan B. Anyways, it's good to have two versions of a routine, or sometimes even three. Whatever is sufficient. Two is sufficient, though, 99% of the time. because you're invariably going to run into roadblocks and hurdles and things along the way. And if you're stuck in this mindset of I have to follow this thing specifically, like I did actually not too long ago, I don't know if you remember that episode where I talked about that, where I was like so frustrated and stressed out and anxious about getting all my morning routine things done that it actually was worse than if I did none of them. So having different versions that you can use when necessary and knowing when to use them. I mean, it's not rocket science. You wake up late, okay, I'm doing short version morning routine. I'm doing the things that I know I need to do to get my butt out the door, do whatever to get myself going for the day, and be productive. Be a productive member of society. And then on the days that you do wake up on time or do have that extra amount of minutes or hours or whatever, you can do the full thing and have an even more amazing day. So it's just different levels of amazingness that you need to program into the routine. And that's the best way to look at it. Different levels of amazingness. It's all awesome. And with that said, I am going to cut this one off for tonight. I'm going to get into some other random stuff this week too, because why not? It won't be random squared stuff. It'll be my other version of random. And I won't be sleep deprived at that time, so that'll be good. I might look like I'm more awake without the glassy eye. 2 glass eyes. That's me. So I'm going to finish my coffee, do some dishes to wind down a little bit, and then go to bed, brush my teeth, that kind of stuff. My nighttime routine. I will go through my nighttime routine. That's not all of it, but we'll get into that more later. So as always, and until next time, have an amazing day and night, because it's better than the alternative. Oh yeah, and feel free to like and share and all that good stuff, because sharing is caring. All right. Peace out.